So today we're working on an '07 or '08 Ford Fusion, and the complaint is the shifter won't come out of park. And I took the console top off, and everything is covered in dried coffee. If you look down in the bottom here, everything is saturated in coffee. So I think the problem is the shift interlock is just full of sugar and coffee. Even in the back of the console here, I was going to take the shifter out, took the 4 bolts that hold the shifter to the floor, but the console is underneath there, so it looks like I got to pull this whole console out to get this out. The only way to get this off of here, like I can see, is to take the shifter out and wash it, hot water, and blow it dry. If you pop this little tab off here, you can push down with a small screwdriver right here, or a pen, and then you should be able to take the shifter out of park. But I can't even get that. There. It's full of coffee as well. Anyways, that's the emergency release. There's a little plastic cap. You'd have to pry this little cap off, and then you can reach down here with a pen and push that button and unlock the shifter. So I got the entire shifter out, rinsed it off with hot water. It's full of coffee, dried coffee. That's just a little bit of silicone spray that I sprayed in there now. The way this release mechanism works here, this one on top here, if you pop this little cap off, you could use a small screwdriver, or I guess a pen would work. Push down on that, you can actually see the little lever operating the release. So you have to push that down, and then you can pull the button, or push the button in on the side of the shifter here and pull the shifter back. But that whole mechanism was full of dried up sugar and coffee. So I'm going to clean the rest of the console parts and put this back together. So I'm going to demonstrate how to get this thing out of park if the shift interlock mechanism were to fail. First, you have to pry this little plastic cap off the side of the shifter there. You will need some small sharp instrument to do that. I tried the key, it didn't quite work. A pocket knife, a small screwdriver. Once that's removed, then you can use a pen to push down on this pin in here. Push it down, and while holding it down, push the shifter in, and then you can move it. Do not push this in first. Push that down first, then push the button in, and now you can move the shifter. You do not need the shift interlock to go from neutral to drive. So if that's malfunctioned, then I would suggest to leave it in neutral and apply the parking brake wherever you go, so that you don't have to redo this every time. Okay. The shifter's all back together and it's working fine now. The problem was significant amount of spilled coffee gumming up everything.